This morning we want to do a short practical demonstration about the image formation by an inclined mirror. I will start from the front. I will start from the word inclined mirror. Inclined mirror means we have a situation where you have two mirrors that is placed at a particular angle with each other. Are you getting me now? Now, if for example, if I have, let's say this is my mirror and this is my mirror. If I place them like this, definitely they are inclined towards to each other. So there is an angle between them. Now, but there is something you agree with that if you look at the picture, your image, if you look at the image, your image that is formed by a mirror, when you look at through the mirror just to see your face, you might see a single image of you. There is nothing like multiple. But there is something spectacular about an inclined mirror. The image formed by an inclined mirror is not one. There are more than what? One. So that is what we want to do this morning. This is a typical illustration of a diagram on the inclined mirror. This is a mirror A. This is another mirror B. Are you following me now? Now they are inclined to each other at an angle here. Let's say theta. Then there is an image here. This one represents something like a candlestick. So if the angle is equals to 90 degrees, you will see image being formed more than one. Are you getting that? So that is how inclined mirror, that is how they behave. But what I'm trying to say now might be looking abstract to you. So I will show you two inclined mirror that was placed at an angle to each other. Then you now look through the mirror and tell me the amount of image that is being formed by these two inclined mirrors. So let's proceed to the practical section. This is a mirror, this is another mirror. Now, I'll be using this as my object. I'll be using this as my object. Then we are going to be placing them at a different angle to each other. I want to start from what? From 180. When you place that 180, when you place that 180, then I want to place this object here. Can you look through? How many images do you see? Only one image. We only see one image. You can only see one image. Now, this is at 180 degrees. Are you following me now? So, now, let's change the angle to 90 degrees. I want you to look at the image now. How many images did you see now? Three. Say it louder. Three. If you look at it here, there is one image here, there is another image at the center here, and there is one image at this place. Are you following me now? So, which means that when you place your mirror inclined to each other, you are going to have what? Three. Are you following me now? Now, I want to reduce the angles here. Now, let me just reduce the angle. Let me just reduce the angle. I don't know the exact value, but I know that this angle is lesser than what? 90 degrees. I want to see the image here now. How many images can you observe here? Four. So now, at this angle, we don't know the angle, but I'm very sure this angle is lesser than 90 degrees. We can see what? 4 images. We can see 2 at this side. Then we can see 2 at this side. Are you getting now? So which make it what? 4. Now I want to reduce the angle. I want to reduce the angle more. Let me reduce it further. Then let's see. Can you see? 6. Yeah, we're having 2 at this side. 1, 2. We're having 1 at this side. We are having 1 at this side. Then we're having 2 at this side. So making what? 6. So that's so that as the angle reduces, the number of image formed is what? Increases. So that is one of the unique characteristics of of an inclined mirror. When you of two inclined mirrors, when you place them at an angle to each other, what you are going to be seeing what? The same image but what? In multiple form. Are you getting me now? So we can see that from this experiment also, we have an angle that is lesser than 90 degrees, but what? The number of image form is what? Is increasing as we are as we are reducing the angle. So if definitely, let's say if you reduce the angle further, let's see whether when you reduce the angle further, though two people cannot feel it, but it's only one person. Let's see how many images can you observe it. Someone will just look through and tell me. View it from this side and view from this side. Then view it at the center. Count the number of images that you can observe. Are you sure it's 8? Another person should give a trial. And another person to view it. Let's see if there is it. How many? 9. You see 9? Yes. Another person, let's give a trial. Another person should give another trial. Count. 9. Alright, now let me count. I can see 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, 5 at the center, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the number of images here is what? Is 9. So you can see that as the angle reduces, the number of image formed what? Increases. So one of the attributes of a two inclined mirror is that what? So as the angle reduces, the number of image what? form is what? It increases. So this is an attribute of what? This is one of the unique characteristics of what? Of an inclined mirror. It's one of the properties under what? Reflect. When looking through the practical so far, you can see that there are different images. Then the questions that will be arising from our mind is, how do I determine, without having mirror, how can I determine the number of image that is formed with respect to the what? Angle between what? Two mirrors. I guess that. Then on that note, we now have a formula that is given to us, which is n equals to 360 all over what? Theta minus what? Minus what? 1. So this is the formula given to us to measure, to determine the number of image formed by what? By an inclined mirror. Now, let's see whether this formula is true or not. By the time we place the mirror, we place the two mirrors at an angle of what? 90 degrees to each other. Let's see. How many images do we form? Can we see? 3. Now let's see whether this formula will give us, which is applicable. N is equals to 360 divided by what? 90 minus what? 1. That is equal to what? 4 minus 1, which is equal to what? 3. When the angle is lesser than 90, let's pick one out. I want to give me any angle that is lesser than 90 degrees. 60. So when it's 60, we have, that will be N equals to 360 minus 1 over 60. That will be equals to 0 times 0. That will be 6 minus what? 1. The answer is going to be what? 5. So if they are placed at an angle of 60 degrees to each other, then what you are going to observe is what? The number of image formed will be what? Will be 5. So as the angle reduces, the number of image what? Increases. So this is the formula we use to determine the number of images formed by what? By an inclined mirror.